Slay the Spire I could upload. A couple games of Vampire Survivors I could upload. So I might upload one Legion game a day and then one something else every day. Kind of not sure on that, but
to Nova.
Let me know what you guys are feeling. Let me know how you guys think that will go. Kind of open to ideas, but that was kind of the thought process, at least right away. I'm gonna open Zerker, and I have like Honeyflower if need be. Okay, good to know, Skyrel. No allowance, overwork. Yeah, games this season are going to be rough, guys. There's a lot of really good players in low elo right now, undervalued, etc. It's going to be a tough season for a lot of people. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to 2440 for my season reward this season by April. I've only got a month left, and there's very few people at 2440. Like, I'd have to be in the top 25 almost to get that reward, which I ended the season at top 50. So it's going to be a little rough. I think anybody who is close to top 100 in the last season is going to have a rough time hitting their season rewards. I'm going to snail him. Yeah, this season's ratings are a ton lower than last. Going unexated. Bot just got somebody banned. Got him. I'm going to stay under here, and I'm just going to drop the flower, and then I'll go 7 or 8 worker. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt though to go through and do some of these edits, so it's definitely going to be like a quick and dirty edit of, you know, slay the spire or something of the sort. Played a little bit of Slay the Spire on Friday and yesterday. So if you're a fan of STS, go check it out. Do I prefer Berserker with Butcher? Do I prefer Nightmare or Berserker? Nightmare all day. Nightmare is a way better unit. It's just actually like a unit that's meant for Butcher in that sense. Yeah, give me Butcher all day with Nightmare. We had a game yesterday that was pretty nuts with Butcher, Nightmare, me, and Magic, I believe it was. Which was fun. I haven't played with him in ages. But yeah, Nightmare almost all day. Butcher's a carry-off tank, yeah. A Nightmare, I mean, a Berserker is a carry-off tank. It's best against units that are large, so boss waves 10, 20. No, Skyrail, I think it's definitely doable to beat long saves. Check out my video yesterday on how to really play against long saves. I will say in lower elos, long saves probably are a little bit stronger than not, but it's still definitely doable. We got 0 to 6 earlier today and we won. A 0 to 6 into a 9 into a 12 and we won that. And albeit close game, we still won it pretty convincingly in my opinion. My teammates struggled a little bit more than I did. Well, I mean, I think that can be said about a lot of different setups in this game. There's certain things that are just very difficult to face. I don't necessarily think that means they're inherently busted or anything of the sort. I think that can just mean that they're strong. Which, you know, there's a lot of things in this game that I think are strong. Sure. We just dropped the LOD in my opinion. I don't really need the LOD if I've got everything else here in the roll. I should have hold here. I mean, it's one of those things though, like, if someone's full income sending into you, you're probably also going to have just as many issues. It's just, it's not as noticeable. In the sense of, like, how the game state goes, right? It seems like you're doing... Oh, he just sold a Ranger. Okay. But yeah, things don't seem as... How should I say? Sketchy? In those situations. Because it seems like you have a chance, even though someone who's full income sending might actually just be outscaling you like crazy and you just don't notice it. Right. There's a lot of low elo, or high elos, the low elos alike that get beat by income sending or long saving. I think it's just an issue more or less of you got to recognize what's happening in the game and play around that thing, right? Whether it be a long save or an income send heavy game, you have to just make sure you play around it. Usually the hardest part is recognizing when a long save is happening. That's honestly, I think, the most difficult part for a lot of new players. Recognizing when it's happening and then being able to counter it. Once you know it's happening, countering it is super easy. You just have to build for the wave that you know they're going to long save to. An honest to God easy thing to do is check out their profile, right? Because you can check most of the time and see, okay, they tend to go X wave or Y wave or do this or do that, right? And if you can understand what they're doing, countering it becomes a lot easier. Like, you can, technically speaking, as soon as the game starts, you can click on their profile and see, you know, do they income send, do they not? You can go to their last couple matches, see when they won on. You know, if they win on wave 6 a lot, you know they go 0 to 6. And that's just quick and easy, like, hey, I can check this in 2 seconds and I can go back into the game. That also then requires you, though, to be choosing your role quickly, which, again, isn't easy, especially for a lot of new players. So, you know, there's options, there's ways around it, but it's definitely not easy. Things are difficult sometimes. But there's no one-size-fits-all way to win this game, and I will say that. Played Senso 3 games today? Senusu. Oh yeah, he always goes. As soon as he can get an ogre. As soon as he can get an ogre. Usually by wave 6. He sends. 5 to 7 though, whenever he can get an ogre, is when he sends me. Which is hilarious, because my builds usually aren't that susceptible to an ogre. I mean, sure, but again, that's kind of the name of the game, right? You're trying to kill someone, whether it be through a long save or not. So I still don't think it's like overpowered by any means. Ooh, they go here. Wow. I anticipated to send next, to be honest. I might leak now because I built for next, not here. And small leak, if any. I shouldn't, though. Levy is going to power tank through this and get kills. Okay, why is my Tempest tanking there? Why? That literally changed me from a full hold to a leak. Because my Tempest just dies. Well, not a full hold necessarily, but that changes a lot in how much I kill. I probably get 1 or 2 more kills easy. $200 here was not what I anticipated, but you know, I'll take it. 50% leak to a 200 send is not bad whatsoever. I'll send them brutes. What are we looking like here? Push another worker? Sure. This gives me another brute, so I'll get triple brute. My teammate had a big send saved up. I didn't even realize. We see the Lost Chieftain coming out. Lost Chieftain kind of is countered by Ogre, so that works. The Zerker getting a buff right now is kind of funny to me. We'll see what ends up getting buffed or after. I don't know if triple brute will be enough to get through my guy if he does choose to go Harb. And there is the Harb. The bunk. Interesting. Leaking just the ogre, looks like. My guy's too strong there. My teammate leaks though. That's not good. Do I have a hold? I get the violet spam. Yeah, it's a hold. Harb too strong. Probably gonna go 11. 11 and 14 can be nice here. I hope they resend me here, to be honest. It'd be lovely. We'll go Levy. The Tempest set up right now. This just gives so much more boss damage. The bonus hit of Machine Gunner is nice. No send here, that's fine. I'll go Pawn Shop, probably. Let's go pawn here. I think that's my play. Then we'll go... What does this leave me with? 89? This then. With Pawn Shop, it's just easy for me. See, Isn't he Chaos? Yeah, he's Chaos. It's odd to me he doesn't go Pawn here. Pawn with Chaos is just nice because you can get rid of some of the shit units you've built. Uh, 20 more gold. 80 versus 100. So it's not really that big of a difference, and being able to get rid of a unit you inherently think is crap for your build is, I think, more important in a lot of these situations. But, you know, I also understand where he's coming from. I'm going to drop an egg here. I've got Halo for 13. Egg, I think, is the play. We're 14 or 15 now. I might go double egg if I can get Arc of Justice still with it. We'll see. I'm gonna double egg now. Not gonna push off this at all. This is going to be a little sketchy, but I think it'll be fine. Shouldn't. Shouldn't pop on 14. I should be okay there, actually. If my teammate gets Sovereign next, he'll be okay. If so, I just sell it with Pawn, exactly. It, it's fine.
Status on. Status on.
Yeah, and the egg's good value even broken, so. They do go here. That's fine. I'm hoping I'm good. I'm still 355 over, so it's like I should be good here still. We'll see. Maybe I'm not as good as I thought I was. Maybe I should have sold the egg. We'll see here. Let's go 16. We'll be fine. I'm trying to force them to want to send it to me, because then we can save longer, which is positive for us.
Not enough gold.
I think I should have enough value here. I think this is a good example. A lot of times people ask me, how do you use egg? Well, you can use egg to force people to send you on a wave. And even if the egg pops, as long as you're doing okay on value, it isn't that big of a negative, right? Like, the positive outweighs the negative for me in this situation on 14, right? Like, look at my value. I'm way ahead of everyone in terms of overall value, I'd imagine. And they're just income sending into me, so I'm just going to keep going eggs. You have to be careful on how much you push then, because you are obviously relying heavily on egg value, but works. In this game, Zerker, I actually was kind of behind for quite a bit of it. And it was just due to the fact that I started egging on a wave that I was ahead because I didn't push on a send. Or off a send, I should say. Right? Like, that's really what this was. I didn't push off a send, and I was able to then egg. If I had played it more quote-unquote safe, I probably wouldn't have gone egg. But, again, I'm playing the risky game with eggs, and that's kind of how it goes. Eggy, starve and egg. Yeah, that's literally what I'm doing this game. Is I'm starving and going eggs, starving and going eggs, starving and going eggs. And then eventually I just have tons of value because the eggs are just good value. And if they want to pop my eggs, they got to send me. But I'm overvalued, so they're not going to send me and they're not going to pop my eggs. And so the cycle continues. I'm really good here, so like I should have no problems. Wouldn't pushing workers now be favorable even with more eggs? No, because I probably have higher worker count than every one of them, and I'm still getting value faster than them. Which in turn then means that I'm in the lead. We send 19 now because I need value myself. We go this. We'll go like this. And if I really am that scared, I can just sell the egg if I really think I need it sold, but I'm not really that scared in this situation. I don't think they have a whole lot to send into me, to be honest. My teammates got double bore with Trinity Archers, like, I'm not too worried. 160. Let's just send frontline. The Zerkers will inevitably be my 20 hold. 720 sending me. That shouldn't be enough. Hold this. Pretty easily, I think. We'll see, though. I'm actually curious how this will go. How's my teammate doing? Oh, easy holding. Maybe not hold, but easy. Clear a lot of it. So 4 eyes, maybe a witch into my guy. Or into me. No, you? Oh god, yeah, I don't know what he could have sent into me. Not pushing now? Nope. Don't need to. I'm the hold. My teammate's very undervalued, so I need to make sure I'm holding. But I got a bunch of eggs here, so I should be okay. Again, they're also starved out of the game, so they don't have much value either. Do it. I don't leak this. The easiest 20 hold of my life, exactly. I should hold for my teammate as well. Maybe not full hold, but I'll hold a lot for him. Closer than you thought. You got to realize I still have a lot of value in the back with the Trinities and a lot of value on the Tempest. So while it looks close, it's really not that close. Oh, my teammate might kill us. Very close, actually. Would have blamed it on sprint? Yeah, I would have too. Six. We get enough to do pack, so we'll do pack. Yeah, 20 is Hydra's weakest wave. Yeah. Stupid boss feeds the kids. Yeah, true. They both should die here. I should hold. It's close, but I should hold. Yep, and they both die. Let's go! Got very close there. Sprint almost killed us. But we win. I hold the longest, so. Oh, that is sketchy. Sprint actually almost killed us there because I don't hold that much of it. But we're good. We're good. Woo! All right, that's good. That's definitely YouTube. So like and subscribe, guys. Yeah, that was a phenomenal game. Phenomenal game. Great explanation of how to use eggs in the mid game, I think, because realistically, if you look at our graphs here, it was a pretty close game. This is when I started placing eggs. Right, and this is when the egg started really carrying us. So here's the first egg on 12. You know, the big sen on 11, I only pushed 2 workers off that sen on 11, right? And so once that sen on 11 comes through and I only push 2 workers, I have the opportunity then to go eggs with pawn shop, right? And because I'm also castle, I went from 150 income to 265 income, right? So I jump a ton because I send on 11 and I have castle and I get pawn shop and I have eggs, right? And so I'm able to just scale progressively using the eggs. The 14 leak is kind of a little of a crap situation. I should have probably held this and probably held the egg. Don't know really what I could have done super differently there. Maybe like upgrading the fatalizer instead of the backline units. But regardless, then I'm able to drop another egg 15, another egg 16 because we are saving. Then because of our leak, I'm able to drop another egg 17, and because I'm ahead in value, I can drop another egg on 18. After that, I don't really have a reason to drop more eggs, so I go more fatalizers, right? I do hold pretty easily on 20 to be all things considered because I have so many eggs. But my teammate did leak. It got a little close. Regardless, we were able to get them pretty hard in the late game. So it worked out pretty well, I think. A little bit scary because of the macabre. And maybe I should have upgraded king at some point, but I'll take that win still, no matter what. The opponents were pushed very hard, right? But that's just the thing. They don't have